Have you ever been told that vegetables are always good for your health? Well, that's what many of us have believed for years. But what if I told you that some vegetables, while they may seem healthy, could be silently harming your kidneys, spiking your blood sugar, and even triggering painful joint inflammation? Sounds surprising, right? In fact, one of the most dangerous vegetables might even be sitting in your fridge right now, quietly causing harm without you knowing it. For years, doctors and nutritionists have lauded certain vegetables as superfoods. But the truth is that for seniors, these same vegetables might not be as beneficial as we once thought. Our bodies change as we age, and some foods that were once easy to digest and harmless can become problematic over time. In today's video, we will uncover the 10 vegetables seniors should be cautious about, especially for kidney health. These seemingly innocent vegetables could be behind your bloating, fatigue, unexplained aches, and pains. By the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding of which vegetables may be causing harm and what you can do about it. 10. Peas. Peas often seem like an innocent, small, green vegetable, commonly included in healthy meals. You've probably heard that peas are a great source of fiber, protein, and essential nutrients. But what if I told you that peas could be silently sabotaging your health? Especially as you age? The first danger lies in their astonishingly high sugar content. Unlike leafy greens or cruciferous vegetables, peas have a higher glycemic load. This means they break down into sugar quickly, causing rapid blood sugar spikes. For those with diabetes or insulin resistance, this could lead to energy crashes, increased hunger, and inflammation. If you've been struggling with fluctuating blood sugar levels, peas might be playing a bigger role than you think. But that's not all. Peas also contain purines, a natural compound that can increase uric acid levels in the body. For seniors, this can be a nightmare. High levels of uric acid can lead to gout, a painful form of arthritis that causes swelling and discomfort, particularly in the feet and toes. Excess uric acid also puts extra strain on your kidneys, raising the risk of kidney stones and long-term kidney damage. If you've ever experienced sudden joint pain or kidney discomfort, cutting back on peas may bring unexpected relief. Then there's the digestive issue. Peas contain complex carbohydrates and lectins, two compounds that can be difficult for seniors to break down. This often leads to bloating, gas, and even stomach cramps. If you've ever felt sluggish or bloated after a meal containing peas, it's because your digestive system is struggling to process them properly. As we age, our digestive enzymes become less efficient, making certain foods harder to digest than they used to be. So, what's the solution? Don't worry, you don't have to eliminate peas entirely. But moderation is key. Instead of piling them onto your plate, try eating smaller portions and balance them with healthy fats and proteins to slow the sugar absorption. If you're prone to gout or kidney problems, consider limiting peas altogether to avoid unnecessary health risks. Peas might seem small and harmless, but for seniors, they can be a hidden source of digestive discomfort and serious metabolic issues. It's time to reconsider what's really on your plate. 9. Asparagus. Asparagus is often hailed as a superfood, celebrated for its vitamins, antioxidants, and fiber content. It's commonly included in weight loss diets and heart-healthy meal plans. But what if I told you that asparagus could be silently worsening joint pain, straining your kidneys, and leaving you dehydrated without you even knowing it? One of the biggest hidden dangers of asparagus is its high purine content. While purines are natural compounds found in many foods, they break down into uric acid in the body. For many seniors, excess uric acid can become a major issue. It can accumulate in joints, causing painful gout flare-ups. If you've ever woken up with intense pain and swelling in your big toe or other joints, gout could be the culprit, and asparagus might be fueling the fire. Even if you don't have gout, too much uric acid can still increase inflammation, worsen arthritis symptoms, and stress your kidneys. But the risks don't stop there. Asparagus has a strong diuretic effect, which means it makes you urinate more frequently. At first, this might seem harmless, with some people even believing it helps flush out toxins. However, for seniors, frequent urination can lead to dehydration faster than you might expect. As you age, your body retains less water, and it becomes less efficient at signaling thirst. This means you may already be dehydrated before you even feel thirsty. Dehydration is dangerous, leading to dizziness, confusion, muscle cramps, and kidney strain. If you have kidney disease or reduced kidney function, excessive urination from diuretic foods like asparagus could force your kidneys to work overtime, worsening existing conditions. So, what's the solution? If you love asparagus, you don't have to eliminate it completely, but you need to be cautious. Make sure to drink plenty of water to counteract its dehydrating effects. If you're prone to gout or kidney issues, it's best to limit your intake and consume it in small amounts. Cooking asparagus thoroughly may also help reduce its purine levels slightly. While asparagus might be marketed as a health food, for seniors, it can be a silent troublemaker, contributing to joint pain, dehydration, and kidney strain. It's time to reconsider whether this so-called superfood is really as safe as it seems. 8. Corn. Corn is one of the most widely consumed vegetables in the world. It's in everything, from fresh corn on the cob to chips, tortillas, cereals, and even hidden in processed foods as corn syrup. It's marketed as a natural fiber food. But for seniors, corn can be a silent enemy, spiking blood sugar, straining digestion, and contributing to long-term health issues. One of the biggest problems with corn is that it's extremely hard to digest. Unlike other vegetables, corn contains cellulose, a type of fiber that the human body struggles to break down. This is why you might notice undigested corn in your stool. For younger people with healthy digestion, this might not be a big deal. But as you age, your digestion slows down. The inability to break down cellulose properly can lead to bloating, gas, cramping, and discomfort. If you suffer from irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, or other digestive issues, corn can exacerbate symptoms. Another major issue is corn's impact on blood sugar. Corn has a high glycemic index, which means it converts into sugar quickly after consumption. This can lead to rapid blood sugar spikes and crashes, increasing the risk of diabetes, weight gain, and insulin resistance. Many seniors already struggle with blood sugar control, and eating too much corn can make it even harder to manage. High blood sugar also damages the kidneys over time, making corn a hidden threat to kidney health. If you have diabetes, prediabetes, or kidney concerns, you must be especially cautious. But that's not all. Most corn today is genetically modified, GMO, and heavily treated with pesticides. Studies suggest that GMOs and pesticide residues can negatively impact gut health, trigger inflammation, and even disrupt hormonal balance. This is particularly concerning for seniors who already have weakened immune systems and slower metabolisms. Over time, exposure to these chemicals can increase the risk of digestive disorders, food sensitivities, and chronic inflammation, which are linked to heart disease, arthritis, and even cognitive decline. So, what should you do? If you love corn, you don't need to eliminate it completely, but you must make smarter choices. Stick to small portions of organic, non-GMO corn to reduce exposure to harmful pesticides. Avoid highly processed corn products like corn syrup, corn chips, and sugary cereals, as they cause the most harm. Corn might seem harmless, but for seniors, it can be a hidden source of digestive distress, blood sugar imbalances, and long-term health risks. Before you reach for another serving, it's worth reconsidering whether it's really helping or harming your health. 7. Mushrooms. Mushrooms are often praised as a superfood, packed with vitamins, antioxidants, and immune-boosting properties. Many seniors include them in their diet, believing they support brain health and longevity. But what most people don't realize is that mushrooms can be surprisingly dangerous, especially as you age. One of the biggest risks comes from wild mushrooms. Many edible mushrooms have the ability to absorb toxins from their environment, including heavy metals and pollutants in the soil. If mushrooms are grown in contaminated areas, they can carry dangerous levels of toxins that build up in the body over time. For seniors with weakened immune systems or kidney concerns, these toxins can be especially harmful, potentially leading to organ damage, neurological problems, and digestive distress. The scary part is that even store-bought mushrooms can be affected if they were grown in poor quality soil. Another hidden danger is agouti, a natural compound found in raw mushrooms, particularly white button mushrooms. Studies suggest that agarotine may have carcinogenic properties when consumed in large amounts. While cooking mushrooms significantly reduces agarotine levels, many people add raw mushrooms to salads or eat them lightly cooked, unknowingly exposing themselves to these harmful compounds. Over time, this could increase inflammation, weaken gut health, and potentially raise the risk of long-term health issues. Mushrooms can also be a hidden trigger for allergies and sensitivities. Many seniors don't realize that mushrooms contain fungal proteins that can cause immune reactions, leading to digestive discomfort, bloating, skin rashes, and even respiratory issues. Some people experience mild symptoms like gas or nausea, while others may have more severe reactions. If you often feel unwell after eating mushrooms, your body could be struggling to process them properly. So how can you make mushrooms safer? The first step is always cooking them thoroughly. Heat helps break down agarotine and kill off any harmful bacteria or toxins that may be present. Stick to organic mushrooms whenever possible, as they are less likely to be contaminated with pesticides or environmental toxins. If you have digestive sensitivities or allergies, it's best to limit or avoid mushrooms altogether to prevent unwanted health effects. Mushrooms may seem like a health food, but for seniors, they can be a hidden source of toxins, digestive problems, and potential health risks. Before adding them to your next meal, it's important to think twice about how they might be affecting your body. 6. Cabbage. Cabbage is often regarded as a powerhouse vegetable, loaded with fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. It's a staple in many diets, praised for its role in heart health, digestion, and even weight loss. But what most people don't realize is that cabbage has a dark side, one that can cause serious issues, especially for seniors. One of the biggest concerns with cabbage is its effect on digestion. It contains raffinose, a complex sugar that the human body struggles to break down. As a result, it ferments in the gut, leading to excessive gas, bloating, and discomfort. For seniors with slower digestion or sensitive stomachs, cabbage can cause painful bloating, cramping, and even acid reflux. If you've ever felt uncomfortably full after eating cabbage, your body might be struggling to process it properly. But the bigger concern lies in its impact on the thyroid. Cabbage is high in goitrogens, natural compounds that interfere with thyroid function. These compounds block iodine absorption, which is essential for producing thyroid hormones. For seniors who already suffer from hypothyroidism or sluggish metabolism, regularly eating cabbage can worsen symptoms, leading to fatigue, weight gain, and even cognitive decline. If you feel unusually tired, cold, or mentally foggy, your thyroid could be under strain, and cabbage might be making it worse. So, what's the safer option? If you love cabbage, consider fermented versions like sauerkraut or kimchi. Fermentation breaks down the tough fibers and reduces the goitrogenic effect, making it easier to digest and safer for your thyroid. Cooking cabbage can also help minimize its impact. But if you have thyroid concerns, it's best to limit your intake. Cabbage might seem like a health food, but for seniors, it can be a hidden threat, disrupting digestion, slowing metabolism, and weakening thyroid function. Before you add it to your plate, think about whether it's truly helping or harming your health. 5. Eggplant. Eggplant is a staple in many cuisines, beloved for its rich texture and ability to absorb flavors. It's often praised for being low in calories and high in fiber. But beneath its glossy skin lies a hidden danger that many seniors don't realize. Solanine is a natural toxin found in eggplants, potatoes, and other nightshade vegetables. While it helps protect the plants from pests, in humans, it can trigger inflammation and worsen joint pain. This is especially concerning for seniors with arthritis, gout, or chronic pain conditions. Many people unknowingly experience stiffness, swelling, or aching joints after consuming eggplant, never realizing that their favorite vegetable could be the culprit. If you've been struggling with joint pain, eggplant might be making it worse. Beyond inflammation, eggplant can also be harsh on digestion. Its tough skin and tiny seeds contain compounds that can irritate the stomach lining, leading to acid reflux, bloating, and discomfort. For seniors with acid reflux, GERD, or sensitive digestion, Eggplant can aggravate symptoms, causing heartburn and an upset stomach. Some people also develop mild allergic reactions to eggplant, experiencing throat itching or mild swelling after eating it. So, what's the safer way to eat eggplant? Cooking it thoroughly is key. Heat helps break down solanine, making it less harmful. Grilling, roasting, or baking eggplant until soft can help reduce its negative effects. Peeling the skin can also make it easier to digest. And most importantly, eat it in moderation, especially if you have arthritis, joint pain, or digestive issues. Eggplant may seem harmless, but for many seniors, it can be a silent inflammation trigger, worsening joint pain, irritating digestion, and causing kidney discomfort. If you've been eating it without thinking twice, it may be time to reconsider how much it's affecting your body. 4. Potatoes. Potatoes are one of the most commonly consumed vegetables worldwide. From mashed potatoes to fries and chips, they're a comfort food staple. But what if this everyday vegetable is silently harming your health? Especially as you age? One of the biggest dangers of potatoes is their high glycemic index, GI. This means they turn into sugar rapidly after consumption, causing quick spikes in blood sugar. For seniors, especially those with diabetes, insulin resistance, or metabolic issues, this can be a serious problem. Frequent blood sugar spikes lead to fatigue, weight gain, and increased risk of heart disease. Over time, this can also contribute to kidney strain, nerve damage, and worsening diabetic symptoms. But the dangers don't stop there. Fried potatoes, like French fries and potato chips, or even worse, when potatoes are cooked at high temperatures, they produce acrylamide, a chemical linked to inflammation and an increased risk of cancer. These compounds don't just harm your body, they can also contribute to joint pain, sluggish metabolism, and faster aging. Seniors who already experience arthritis or chronic inflammation may find that consuming fried potatoes makes their symptoms even worse. And if you think switching to baked potatoes makes them safe, think again. Without the fiber from the skin, baked potatoes still cause blood sugar spikes that can leave you feeling drained and hungry again soon after eating. This makes it harder to maintain a healthy weight and stable energy levels. So, what's a better option? Instead of regular potatoes, try sweet potatoes. They have more fiber, a lower glycemic impact, and are packed with antioxidants. If you must eat potatoes, keep the skin on for extra fiber and opt for boiling or baking over frying. Potatoes may seem like an innocent food, but for seniors, they can be a hidden trigger for blood sugar problems, inflammation, and long-term health risks. The next time you reach for a potato dish, think about whether it's helping or hurting your health. 3. Spinach. Spinach is often called a superfood, loaded with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. It's praised for boosting immunity, improving heart health, and supporting brain function. But what if this so-called health food is actually putting your kidneys at risk? The biggest problem with spinach is its extremely high oxalate content. Oxalates are natural compounds found in many plant-based foods, but spinach is one of the worst offenders. When oxalates build up in the body, they can bind with calcium in the kidneys and form kidney stones. If you've ever suffered from sharp, excruciating kidney stone pain, spinach could be making the problem worse. Seniors are already at a higher risk for kidney stones due to age-related changes in kidney function. And eating too much spinach only increases that risk. But kidney stones aren't the only issue. Oxalates in spinach also block calcium absorption. This means that even if you're consuming plenty of calcium-rich foods, your body might not be absorbing enough to support strong bones. For seniors, this is especially dangerous because weaker bones increase the risk of fractures, osteoporosis, and mobility issues. If you're struggling with brittle bones, frequent fractures, or joint pain, your spinach habit might be doing more harm than good. So, what's the safer way to eat spinach? Cooking it is key. Boiling or steaming spinach can help reduce oxalate levels, making it less harmful to your kidneys and bones. Pairing it with calcium-rich foods like cheese or yogurt can also help balance the oxalate effect. But even with these precautions, moderation is crucial. Spinach may look like the perfect health food, but for seniors, it can be a hidden trigger for kidney stones, poor calcium absorption, and long-term bone health issues. Before you load up your plate, Think about whether your kidneys and bones can handle it. 2. Kale. Kale is often praised as one of the healthiest vegetables on the planet. It's loaded with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, making it a go-to choice for health-conscious people. But what if this so-called superfood is hiding risks that could harm your health? Especially as you age? One of the biggest concerns with kale is its high oxalate content. Just like spinach, kale contains oxalates that can contribute to kidney stone formation. For seniors whose kidney function naturally declines with age, consuming too many high oxalate foods can put extra stress on the kidneys and increase the risk of painful kidney stones. If you've ever suffered from kidney stones before, eating large amounts of raw kale could make the problem worse. But the dangers don't stop there. Kale also contains goitrogen compounds that interfere with thyroid function. If you have hypothyroidism or other thyroid issues, consuming too much kale could actually slow down your thyroid even further, leading to fatigue, weight gain, and sluggish metabolism. Many seniors already struggle with thyroid imbalances, and unknowingly eating excessive amounts of raw kale could be making their symptoms worse. Does this mean you should avoid kale entirely? Not necessarily. Cooking kale helps reduce both oxalate and goitrogen levels, making it safer to eat. Steaming or lightly sautéing kale can lower its impact on kidney health and thyroid function. And as with any food, moderation is key. Eating kale occasionally and in balanced portions is far better than overloading your diet with it. Kale might be a favorite among health enthusiasts, but for seniors, it can pose real risks to kidney and thyroid health. If you're eating it every day without thinking twice, it's time to reconsider how much it's actually benefiting your body. 1. Bell peppers. Bell peppers are bright, colorful, and often considered a healthy addition to meals. They're packed with vitamin C antioxidants and fiber. But what if this popular vegetable is secretly causing digestive issues, inflammation, and discomfort, especially for seniors? One major issue with bell peppers is their tough outer skin. As we age, our digestive system slows down, making it harder to break down fibrous foods. The skin of bell peppers is thick and difficult to digest, which can lead to bloating, acid reflux, and stomach discomfort. If you frequently experience indigestion, bell peppers could be a hidden trigger. But digestion isn't the only concern. Bell peppers belong to the nightshade family. Just like potatoes and eggplants, these vegetables contain solanine, a natural compound that has been linked to increased inflammation and joint pain. For seniors dealing with arthritis, joint stiffness, or chronic pain, bell peppers could be silently worsening symptoms. If you've noticed more aches and pains after eating nightshades, bell peppers might be the culprit. Another overlooked issue is allergic reactions. Some people develop sensitivities to nightshade vegetables, which can lead to inflammation, digestive distress, and even skin reactions. This sensitivity is often subtle, making it easy to overlook. But if you frequently experience unexplained discomfort, cutting back on bell peppers might help. Does this mean you should never eat bell peppers? Not necessarily, but how you prepare them makes a big difference. Roasting or peeling bell peppers can make them easier to digest by removing the tough outer skin. Cooking them also helps break down some of the solanine, reducing its inflammatory effects. Bell peppers might look innocent, but for seniors, they can be a hidden source of digestive issues, inflammation, and discomfort. If you've been eating them without a second thought, it's time to reconsider how they affect your body. As you can see, some of the vegetables we commonly eat can actually be doing more harm than good. Especially as we age, the key is understanding which vegetables may pose hidden risks and how to prepare them properly to minimize any negative effects. Remember, moderation is key. You don't have to eliminate these foods completely, but being mindful of how they affect your body can make a big difference in your overall health. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe to Health and Happiness Journey, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss important health updates. Let me know in the comments which vegetable surprised you the most. Was it the sugar-packed peas, the kidney stone-causing spinach, or the inflammation-triggering bell peppers? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for watching, and stay strong, stay healthy, and thrive. See you in the next video.